Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, maybe I'm just not good enough? Maybe you didn't say it out loud, but deep down, you felt it. That quiet voice in your head that says, you can't do it. You're not smart enough. You'll fail again, just like last time. Yeah, that voice? Dr. Joseph Murphy calls it your biggest enemy, and the worst part? It lives inside you. But here's the truth no one told you in school, bro. You were never broken. You were just programmed to doubt yourself. And this little book, Believe in Yourself, might just be the reset button you've been searching for. Not some motivational fluff, not fake positivity. This is a full-blown inner upgrade, because once you finally learn to trust the power inside you, you stop begging the world to believe in you and start creating a life that speaks for itself. Let's start with something powerful. Whatever you deeply believe becomes your reality. Let that sink in. If you believe you'll fail, your mind will find ways to make sure you fail. If you believe you're not good enough, your brain will keep collecting proof that you're not. But flip the script and believe that you can win, that you are worthy. Suddenly the world begins to shift in your favor. Dr. Joseph Murphy says this: your outer world is a mirror of your inner beliefs. If your life feels like a mess, chances are your thoughts have been messy too. Think of your mind like a garden. You can plant flowers, or you can let weeds grow. Belief is the seed. Now the tricky part, your subconscious mind, the deeper part of your brain, doesn't argue with you. It doesn't say, that's a bad idea. It simply accepts whatever you tell it over and over again. So if you say, I'm a loser, enough times, your subconscious will say, okay, boss, loser mode activated. But say, I am confident, I am strong, again and again. And your subconscious will say, okay, let's build that reality. Let's be real. Most people are walking around like they're hypnotized, not by a magician, but by years of negative beliefs, bad experiences, and harsh words from others. Think about it. One teacher in 3rd grade said, you're not smart. Your brain stored that. One rejection, one failure, one breakup. Your brain stored that. And then you built your life around those memories, like building a house on a broken foundation. But Dr. Murphy says, you can change that. And it all starts by believing something new. The most powerful words you can say are, I believe. I believe I can succeed. I believe I deserve love. I believe I can change my life. Even if it feels fake at first, say it. Say it like your life depends on it. Because it kinda does. Your belief creates a blueprint. Your subconscious mind takes that blueprint and starts building it in the background, like a quiet construction crew that never stops working. But what if I don't believe it yet? Totally fair question. Dr. Murphy says this: you don't need to feel it right away. Just plant the seed. Say it with your mouth and your heart will catch up later. Think of it like brushing your teeth when you're tired. You don't feel excited, but you do it anyway because it's good for you. Same with belief. Repetition creates results. There's a story in the book about a man who kept getting rejected from job interviews. He thought, no one wants to hire me. I'm useless. Dr. Murphy told him, change what you believe. Start saying to yourself, I am wanted. I am valuable. I am hired by the right company. The man felt weird saying it at first, but he repeated it every day, morning and night, like it was his new religion. And guess what? In 2 weeks, he got a job offer from a company that actually respected his skills. Coincidence? Maybe. But he believed it into reality. Start small. Win big. You don't have to scream affirmations on a mountaintop. Just start where you are. Say it in the shower. Say it while walking your dog. Say it while stuck in traffic instead of yelling at drivers. Your belief doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be consistent. Here's your homework. 1. Pick one belief that's holding you back. Maybe it's, I'm not good enough, or I always fail. 2. Flip it. Create a new belief, like, I'm getting better every day, or I'm built to win. 3. Say it every morning and every night for 1 week. Not like a robot, but with hope. This might feel weird at first. You might feel like you're lying to yourself. But give it time. The brain is listening. Dr. Murphy wants you to know this. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are whatever you believe you are. So, what will you believe starting today? Let's get real for a second. Every single thing you do, every win, every mess up, every dream, it all starts with a single thought. That little voice in your head, yeah, it's basically the director of your life movie. If it keeps yelling, you suck, then guess what? You start living like the side character who never makes it past episode 1. But Dr. Murphy says, hold up, you can train that voice. You can teach it to say, you've got this. You're stronger than you think. You're meant for more. Because your thoughts create your future. It's not magic. It's your mind at work. Here's what most people don't realize. Your thoughts are not harmless. They're not background noise. They're instructions. Every thought sends a message to your subconscious. And your subconscious? It follows orders without asking, are you sure? So if you keep thinking, I'll never get out of debt, I'm not attractive, no one takes me seriously, guess what? Your subconscious says, okay, boss, got it. Let's keep that story going. But if you start thinking, money is coming to me, I like who I'm becoming, I deserve to be respected, boom, the script starts to change. Even when you're not paying attention, your mind is working. It's like a 24/7 engine that never shuts off. That's why what you feed it matters. Feed it self-doubt all day, you'll feel drained, stuck, and small. Feed it faith and possibility, you'll feel alive, focused, and strong. So ask yourself, what thoughts are you running on repeat? Because those thoughts, they're writing your story in real time. What if my thoughts are negative? All the time. It's okay, bro. We've all been there. Life gets hard. You get hit with rejections, heartbreaks, and bills. Your brain naturally slips into why me mode. But here's the key. You don't have to believe every thought you think. Dr. Murphy says, you are the thinker, not the thought. That means, if a thought shows up like, I'm a failure, you can say, thanks for stopping by, but I don't need you today. You're not ignoring reality. You're choosing to believe in a better one. Repetition is reprogramming. One positive thought won't change your life, but thinking it every single day, that's where the magic starts. Think of your mind like a path in the woods. Every time you walk the same path, a thought, the trail gets clearer. Want a new path? Start walking a different direction. Say things like, I'm improving. I'm learning. I deserve peace. Say it even if you don't feel it. Say it especially when you don't feel it, because every time you repeat it, you're carving out a new path in your brain. Your thoughts attract what you expect. Ever notice how when you're in a bad mood, everything goes wrong? The coffee spills. Your phone dies. Everyone suddenly forgets how to drive. It's not the universe being mean. It's your mind looking for proof of what you believe. Believe you're lucky? You'll start noticing little wins. Believe life is hard? You'll only see the struggle. Change your thoughts. and you literally change what you see. Here's what you can try this week. 1. Notice your thoughts, especially the mean ones. 2. Interrupt the pattern. Say, "Nope, I'm choosing better." 3. Replace it with truth, something that lifts you up. Even if your voice shakes, say it anyway. Your brain is listening, and with practice, it will believe you. Dr. Murphy reminds us, you are not your past. You are not your pain. You are the thinker of new thoughts. You are the creator of your future. So the next time a thought shows up saying, "You can't do this," smile and think back. Watch me. Picture your future and watch it come true. All right, let's talk about imagination. Not the flying unicorns and talking donuts kind of imagination. We're talking about the kind that builds your real life, the career you want, the peace you crave, the confidence you dream of. Dr. Joseph Murphy says something super powerful here. What you imagine, you become. Sounds poetic, right? But it's not just poetry. It's science, psychology, and your secret weapon. Imagination is your mind's paintbrush. Think of your mind like a blank canvas. And imagination, that's the brush you use to paint the life you want. If you keep imagining, failing your goals, getting embarrassed in front of people, never being good enough, then that's exactly what your brain will look for in real life. But if you start imagining walking into a room with confidence, earning more than you ever have, living stress-free and happy, your mind starts to build that picture. And guess what? Your body, your decisions, and your energy will try to make it real. The subconscious doesn't know you're pretending. Here's the cool part. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between what's real and what you deeply imagine over and over again. So if you keep seeing yourself in a better life, your subconscious starts acting like that life already exists. And when your subconscious believes it, you start doing things to match it. It's like your mind says, "Oh, this is who we are now. Cool, let's act like it. But what if I can't picture anything?" Totally normal, bro. A lot of people struggle with imagining big things, especially if they've been told they're not enough their whole life. But here's the fix. Start small. Don't imagine becoming a millionaire overnight. Imagine walking into a room and feeling calm. Imagine someone complimenting you and you actually believing it. Then build up from there. You're training a muscle, and muscles grow with reps, not pressure. Mental rehearsal is real power. Athletes use this trick all the time. They close their eyes and see themselves making the shot, crossing the finish line, hearing the crowd. And when game time comes, their body's already been there. You can do the same with a job interview, a big presentation, asking someone out. Yes, even that scary moment. Visualize it going well. Feel it in your chest. Smile like it already happened. You're not being delusional. You're preparing your mind for success. Use this simple visualization exercise. Here's something Dr. Murphy recommends, and it's super easy. 1. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. 2. Close your eyes. 3. Imagine a moment in your ideal life. Maybe you're getting your dream job, or hugging someone you love, or standing on stage, feeling proud. 4. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy, the calm, the confidence. Then say something like, "This is my truth. This is my future." Do it daily, like brushing your mental teeth. Belief grows through repetition. The more you imagine something, the more your mind believes it, and belief turns into behavior. So if every morning you picture yourself confident and successful, eventually you start walking and talking like that person. Not because you're faking it, but because your mind says, "Yep, this is us now." Start a mental movie routine. Every night before bed, close your eyes. Play a short movie in your mind where you're living the life you want. Keep it simple, clear, and peaceful. Let your brain go to sleep with that image, instead of worry, fear, or self-doubt. Trust me, your subconscious will thank you. You don't have to know how everything will work out. You just have to see it clearly in your mind and believe it's possible for you. Because if you can picture it, you can start living it. You've got the paintbrush. So go create something beautiful. Don't let fear steer your life. Let's talk about fear. Yeah, that ugly little voice in your head that says, "What if I mess up? What if people laugh at me? What if I fail?" Again, fear is like that annoying backseat driver who never stops shouting directions, even when they've never actually driven themselves. Dr. Joseph Murphy doesn't just say, "Don't be afraid." He shows us how to dismantle fear from the inside out. Fear is just faith in the wrong thing. This chapter hits hard with this idea. Fear is simply faith in something you don't want. Think about that for a second. When you're afraid something bad will happen, you're actually believing in it with emotion, focus, and intensity. That's the same energy you could be using to believe in something good. You're already powerful. You're just sending the power to the wrong target. Fear starts in your mind and stays there. Most fears aren't real. They're not lions in the jungle. They're just thoughts. Thoughts like, what if they judge me? What if I lose everything? What if I'm not enough? But guess what? Those thoughts only grow if you feed them. Dr. Murphy says, your mind accepts what you continuously think about, whether it's true or not. So the more you repeat fearful ideas, the more your subconscious believes, yep, this is our reality. How to break the cycle of fear. Here's a super practical process to break fear, step by step. 1. Name the fear. Write it down, literally. Like, I'm afraid I'll fail at this new job. Or, I'm afraid people won't love me. Fear likes to hide in shadows. When you name it, you shrink it. 2. Ask, is this a fact or just a thought? This is a game changer. Most fears are just imagination gone wild, not facts, just guesses. So ask, do I know this will happen, or am I just assuming the worst? Usually the answer is, yeah, I'm just guessing. Flip the thought. Replace the fear with a new belief. Instead of, what if I fail? Try, what if this is exactly what I need to grow? What if I actually succeed this time? Your brain listens.